How jazzed were you when you heard about the
I was very jazzed. Surprised though, because when it first the teaser aired on in the Winter Olympics, all the castmates were texting each other like, "Whoa, did you hear about this? Anyone hear about it?" Nobody knew about it. It was a surprise to everybody. And then 10 minutes later, I get an email from Tim and says, "Hey, you got time to talk?" So it's like, it was pretty cool to see all that, and it came out of nowhere though. So that was there's the water bottle in the way. So.
Everyone has been talking about your character and how epic his story is. So how does it feel to have such a big plot line in terms of the original where, of course, you were a big part, but it was an ensemble and you were smaller in comparison to this. So how does it feel to have such a bigger thing to do with Heroes Reborn?
Well, is that what Tim said? Because I'm not a series regular on Heroes Reborn.
Oh.
I'm only doing 3 episodes because I'm contractually obligated to a different show. So, the original plans got kind of changed because I'm still on the other show, and thanks to the generosity of CBS and NBC, things got worked out. I'm only in 3 episodes, and I already finished shooting them.
Oh wow!
But Heroes is still an integral part of the story, in terms of the events that happen. At the same time, I think Hiro had his big arc, had his journey in the original series, and the story moved so fast that I felt like I went through like 4 lifetimes of Hiro, because I went through this, up, down, up, down, up, down. So I think this time around it's about him kind of passing the torch to the new generation. He's here to support. I'm here to support. And give back to the fans, say thank you. Support Tim and support the show that created us. So it's a passing of the torch.
But you do get to cut off arms.
I
and
do
that's
get
gotta
cut
be
off
fun.
arm, and I get to wield a double sword, the Darth Maul style. So that was kind of fun. Yes.
Any other body parts you get to cut off?
Yes.
So how's he changed since the show finished in the years in between?
I think he matured. It's been 5 years past, so he's not going to be the hardened future hero that we knew him from, because that was basically in an alternate universe that we thwarted. So we'll never see that. So we'll never see that soul patch. Or maybe we didn't see it. They didn't want the soul patch this time. So. But it was 5 years. He's mature, so it's kind of a hybrid of the old innocent hero and kind of the future hero. So he's still going to be badass, but he's still going to have his moral codes, and he's that childlike innocence and wonder in him.
Have you seen the end of this, or do you have an idea of where the series is going, even though you've done 3 episodes?
Yes.
Tell us all of it.
Everybody dies.
Oh.
Everybody. Nobody lives.
Right now.
Everybody dies.
Did you see it as a kind of unfinished business for Hiro when the show?
Say again?
Did you feel it was a case of unfinished business when the show finished? I mean, did you feel you still had stories left to tell with it?
I think Heroes as the world had unfinished stories to tell and unfinished business. For me, Hero's journey has been so wonderful, and I feel like his journey has actually finished every season. So he could have had another journey, but for me, I was very satisfied with the stuff that the material that the writers gave me, the journeys that they gave Hiro. So for me, I felt that he didn't have necessarily unfinished business, but the world did. Heroes as a world did. Especially when Claire jumped off and made that announcement. That's going to change things. So I'm sure there's going to be instead of unfinished business, there's going to be new business that's created, new can of worms.
How does Hiro feel about the registration? And the public reaction?
The public reaction, he feels, he's conflicted. I think he doesn't want to see anyone harm. The question is, you guys will find out what the registration is for. We've kind of seen in the prequel that and there might be some discrimination and stuff. So we'll see Hiro, kind of like be more responsible and mature and realizes his powers and what it means, because he's running a company now as well. He inherited the company from his father who passed away. So he has to find that balance, I think, of being a hero but also being responsible adult. Hiro being a responsible adult. I don't know.
With swords.
With swords. Yeah. Sounds like an oxymoron, but.
Do you think the prequel is a must watch for fans in terms of
The Dark Matter?
picking up? Yeah. Do you think obviously that we should be able to know everything without the prequel, but do you think it's just a must watch for the fans who really just want to get everything?
According to NBC, the prequels are an amazing piece of content, and it is a must-watch app that you should download, and you must see it in order to be able to understand the new series.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about coming back to Heroes?
I think it's just working with everybody. It's like, well, first of all, just being able to come back to home. This is our home, and just be able to, come back to where it all started and give back to the fans and be proud, and know that there's still the fans out there want to be here, and just be proud and say thank you to them. So I think that's the biggest thing. But it's just great. I think there's so many great things to be able to work with. The colleagues. It's like I remember just being on set with the Jazz, Sandal, Christine, Jimmy, and those guys. Just like hey, wait a minute, this was fun, and without doubt, the first season of the original show was something that's magical, and that's something we still hold dear to our heart, and that keeps us all together. So even if it's just for sake of nostalgia, it's just nice to come back. Fortunately, I'm not 72-year-olds like Harrison Ford, so I can still move around. But it's nice. It was nice to get back in Seattle.
Would you be on any other superhero show? Because now there are so many. Which one would you be on?
I could be on any other super. There are so many. Agent of Shield, I think is fantastic. I mean, I guess Game of Thrones isn't a superhero show, so.
There are dragons. Sure.
I mean, the Supergirl looks cool. I'm so curious how CBS is going to do that, because being on a CBS network, I know what we do. It's like, and I know the audience that we attract. And Supergirl's like, I'd watch it, but I'm pretty sure not everybody who watches CBS would watch it. So I'm like, it's kind of an interesting programming plan. We'll see what happens. Oh, but I guess, but they also have Big Bang Theory, so like I said, okay. Yeah,
I'm wondering if it does middling, if they'll slingshot it over to the CW.
Yeah, I mean,
just put it with Arrow and Flash.
I hate to say it feels like it belongs on CW.
Yeah. Sure.
Not like a derogatory
No.
way, but that's where all the fun young superhero shows are.
Yeah.
And now NBC again, of course.
What do you think fans are going to be most excited about with this reboot? What are especially the ones that watched it before, what are they going to be most excited to see?
New fans or old fans?
Old fans.
Old fans, I think it's going to be the Easter eggs, because we are very aware of our roots, and we don't want to ignore them. What's canon is canon, and I think there's certain things you'll see that's a homage, sometimes a direct, remake of the original. So I think that's what they'll really enjoy, especially when it comes mid episode 6, 7 or so. That's kind of where Hiro comes back. The way he enters is pretty cool. So I think there's a lot of things. I mean, you even saw in the trailer, you saw Robbie's character say, have you ever wondered, if you were meant for something greater? Right? And that was a direct callback to Peter Petrelli, right? So I think it's we have fun, at least the writers and the producers have fun with throwing back to the original series, but also, making it so that new fans can enjoy without understanding. But if you've seen the original series, there's going to be a lot more enjoyment for that. And possibly watching the prequels on the apps can give you an added enjoyment to watching the new series.
That's really good.
And playing the video games.
And playing the video games would be wonderful, because it would help the bottom line of NBC and make the Heroes production budget bigger to make better special effects.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Well, we're done. I guess we're